Hey guys, what's going on? Brian back with another update video for State of Decay 2, guys. This is the new update 19 that will be coming out by the end of the month. The devs said they were aiming for, but we'll see, guys. We'll see how that actually goes. But let's get into this update. I've been kind of building it up over the past couple weeks because they kind of spread it all out, guys. So I kind of waited till I had enough information. I consolidated it all, and I'm going to put it into this one video. Now, according to the devs, there is going to still be more to this update. So as more stuff comes out, I will keep updating you guys and let you know what's going on. But first things first, guys, they are bringing the World War II weapons pack back into the game. But it isn't what we think. It isn't the old World War II pack that was in the Bounty Broker previous that had no bounties associated with it. It was just a bunch of weapons that you would pay influence for. You didn't have to unlock them, they were automatically unlocked. So, what they're doing, guys, is the old pack, that old World War II pack, is now going to just be put into the regular loot tables. Like, it's no longer going to be something that you have to go out and find. So, things like, the bar, the BAR, the barrel style BAR, the all that stuff is now just going to be you're going to be able to loot that stuff like regular guns, which is pretty cool. And what they're doing for that now is they added a whole bunch of new weapons to a whole new pack, and it's the actual World War II bounty broker pack. Now I got a list here of everything that they added through that bounty broker pack. The one thing, guys, is I don't know the bounties per se because they didn't go over that yet. But all I know is that there is a new bounty broker pack coming out. Is the World War II bounty broker pack and has a whole bunch of new guns. So the first gun they added, guys, was the MP40, which we all know that is a very, very iconic World War II gun. They added another Thompson submachine gun, but this one, guys, is the actual one that you've seen carried by the troops. Like the ones we have are kind of the Tommy guns, like that you've seen the like Italian mobsters use back in the day. That was like their iconic gun from like the mob era, and this is one that has just a regular magazine. It's the one that they actually used in combat. They also added a new heavy weapon, which they just called it the tank hammer. But what they are designed, guys, is those hammers were designed for reset and track. Like if you ever pop track, on the beach or something like that. That's what they would use to hammer out them big pins that hold tank tracks in place. So um, that's pretty much all it is, guys. It's just a new heavy weapon. It's just a tank track hammer, pretty much. They added two new helmets, which one is just the standard issue World War II combat helmet, which they said we already have one in the game, which is true. It's I believe it's the one that came out with the new update, the Juggernaut edition with the Shaggy Jack and all that. It's the combat helmet that has the goggles on the front of it. This one is just a plain Jane standard issue World War II combat helmet. It looks really, really cool. They also added a World War II aviator cap. So it just pretty much has like the little goggles on the top of it. It looks pretty cool, guys. Now this one is a big one, guys. They added a weapon called the OSS Silent Knight. It's a suppressed revolver. So, um, there's only one other one in the game, and that is the Echo revolver, and that one is 22 caliber. This is a suppressed revolver that is 45 caliber, so it hits a lot harder. They said that the point of this gun is even though they suppressed it, it still is a very powerful gun. It can still knock down zombies really good. So I'm very, very happy to get another suppressed revolver because we don't have any of them, and you can't put suppressors on revolvers. So having another one that won't jam or break, that's going to be nice and suppressed, that will be definitely a nice weapon for you guys playing in any zone, but prefer like the guys in the higher zones where noise is a real, real big deal. Those will be really, really nice, guys. They added also another new melee weapon. It's another trench tool. We already have the modern day trench tool in the game. This is the World War II trench tool. So it's kind of big, it's kind of bulky. It just looks like a military shovel, pretty much. It's nothing special. They were saying that they were having a hard time pulling melee weapons out of this era because there just wasn't a whole lot of them. But that one looked pretty cool, guys. And the next one is the Danger Dog PPSH-41. It is a Russian submachine gun. Um, it holds 51 rounds. It looks super duper cool, guys. This one, they also, I'll just skip down. They also added a Soviet PPSH 41 submachine gun, the base gun that you would see back in World War II. That gun is being added to the new rare guns. So the orange and black boxes, or they said that you might be able to find it in a house if you find like a gun collector's house or something like that. But that one's being added to the rare loot. But the Danger Dog, I'm pretty sure this is one where we're going to be able to get through the Bounty Broker. It's the same gun, same amount of ammo, drum mag, 51 round submachine gun, very good control. It's going to have a scope, built-in suppressor, which is awesome, and it's going to have the option of burst fire because the original Soviet one only has single fire or fully auto, and this one now will have the burst fire, which is awesome. And last but not least, guys, they have the FBI fighting rifle. Now, this is a Spec Ops version of the BAR. It comes with a new attachment, guys. It's a completely brand new attachment they added to the game called the Vintage Rifle Compensator. It is pretty much a muzzle brake. That's what he broke it down to. Said they said that it's equivalent to a pro muzzle brake, but the reason why they added it to the game was for all these vintage weapons. They wanted us to be able to put a muzzle brake on it that was from the era. So we're not having all these modern day weapon attachments attached to these older weapons. So they wanted to kind of keep that vintage look. So they added this, which I think is pretty cool. But you can also put this vintage compensator on any gun, even modern guns. In the stream, Jeffrey had it on a Scar H. So even though it is an old school compensator slash muzzle brake, you can put it on any gun in the game. So that guys right there is going to be all the new guns coming in with the next pack. Now we will move on to pretty much the patch notes and stuff that will be getting changed with this new update. So one of the big things they covered today was shotguns, guys. When Jeffrey was talking about it last week, I really didn't think much of it. After watching what they did, guys, it's pretty awesome. Shotguns are definitely they buffed them to make them more consistent. The consistency of the shotgun is was the problem. Like you would shoot, and sometimes you would get a really good shot, sometimes you'd get a really crappy shot, sometimes you would mow down a whole group of zombies, sometimes you wouldn't even hit one zombie. So they now just added it to where if the zombies are within a certain range, you're gonna hit them, and then if they're within a certain range, you're gonna kill them. So they just changed it. So zombie or the shotguns now just have like hit range and kill range. And depending on the type of shotgun, Jeffrey was using the 870, which they specified was a hunting shotgun, which has a better long range. So that is one that you're going to get more of the far away headshots with compared to something like the Kodiak, where, you know, from range, you're probably still going to be whiffing shots. Um, and another thing they did, guys, is they made the shotguns quieter. They said before that the only thing louder than the shotgun was a 50 cal. So now they are just as quiet as 5.56. So it makes them a little more reasonable to use, especially if especially if they're as effective as they looked on the stream. We'll still have to see if the noise versus how effective they are is worth it. But that's something we're just gonna have to play around with, guys. You let me know what you guys think about that. And last for shotguns, they buffed the Echo shotgun. It used to only hold 4 rounds, which was the downside to that gun. Having a shotgun with a suppressor attached to it is OP in itself, but I always felt like the gun just it didn't hold any ammo. It was just very 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 bad because it only had 4 shots. They buffed it up to 6, so that's something we got to look forward to. Now, guys, for me, this next part doesn't affect me at all because I actually don't play with the Pyro launcher at all because I feel like it just takes. Some people really have fun with it. Me personally, I don't play with it just because I feel it makes the game too easy because it's the ultimate thing to use against zombies and the ultimate thing to use against play cards. Um, I just feel like it sucks the diversity out of the game. So me personally, I don't care that they did this, but some of you guys might because I know a lot of guys like the pyro launcher. It's a lot of fun. Um, all they did, guys, is it's still just as effective against zombies, ferals, all that. They just nerfed the amount of damage that it does to play cards. Before, you would be able to just sit there and kill a play card in one volley, even in Nightmare Zone. Now it takes two. Like you got to go through two 40-round clips to kill a play card, and that was on Standard Zone. So I don't know if it's any different on Nightmare Zone, but yeah, it's pretty it's pretty worse. It's a lot worse, guys. Like it's pretty bad. Now, like I said, it's still just as good against zombies. It's still good crowd control. So the pyro launcher still is great. It just is worse against play cards. So that's the only nerf that it got, guys. Which is going to force people to be a little more diverse when they fight play cards, which is whatever. So yeah, I don't really think it's a big deal. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Um, but yeah, to me, it doesn't really affect me all that much. Now they did a big change, guys, to loot um, the way that loot spawns across the maps and how many containers are in buildings and stuff like that. They completely changed it. Um, now you're going to get lower amounts of containers per building, but you're also going to find some buildings in the map that are just full of loot. They're talking like 10 to 12 containers. Like where they kept calling it the mother load. Like, oh my God, I hit the mother load. So the consistency of like the finding those 5, 6 container buildings are completely gone. I don't think you can even get 5, 6, or 7s anymore. I think it's just 8 or above that is what they have in the game now. But I think it's a good change. They kept saying, it sucks when you try to go to, loot and you have to stop halfway through a building just because you can't carry everything in the building. Me, I'm kind of either way with this change. We'll have to see. I still feel the game has too much loot, but we'll see. Um, Another change, guys, is the auto shop. You can now craft bulk repair kits, kind of how you can do bulk plague heart cures. Now you can do bulk repair kits, and if you have guys with a person with auto mechanics or mechanics, you craft them cheaper. So that's pretty much it. Um, the vehicle changes. This was a couple videos back that they did. They, if you guys have noticed, a lot of us thought that they nerfed top speed on vehicles, guys. But what actually happened is with the last update they put out, they actually rolled out half of the vehicle change, which was the vehicle terrain, like how the vehicles react to the terrain, without adding the new vehicle tuning. So our vehicles feel slower because they're not responding with the terrain because they don't have the new tuning pack that they're supposed to have. If that makes sense, guys. But pretty much with this new um, vehicle change, all the vehicles are going to be very, very unique. When it comes to like styles, like vans are going to drive like vans, trucks are going to drive like trucks, Jeeps are going to drive like Jeeps. Everything is very distinct and unique. Um, has its own purpose. Like you're going to actually feel the difference between driving, a pickup truck and a Jeep or a van and a sports car. It's going to feel very, very different. Um, if you want to kind of get a preview of what that vehicle change is going to feel like, they already added a vehicle to the game that has these changes, and that is the Trumbull 4x4 that was added in, I think, 2 packs ago. So if you guys want to give that truck a spin, guys, you'll kind of get a feel of what pickup trucks are going to feel like with the new update. Um, and last but not least, guys, the Drucker County map got a facelift in certain spots. You can go check out Under Lab Stream. They have it on there. There's a bunch of new areas that they touched up, they polished up. It looks really, really good. They took a lot of buildings that were just sitting on dirt and they put it on concrete. They added parking lots. They flipped around that big building that you have to do the the trade summit in Andriacar County. They flipped it. It's completely 180. The docks actually are on the road. It looks really, really nice, guys. So go check that out. We're all gonna get a chance to check it out here soon, as soon as that update goes live. But yeah, guys, that's everything I have right now for this update. If you guys are interested, I know you guys probably been watching the background here. If you guys are interested in seeing coming and playing my Crazy Nightmare hardcore versions of the game that I play with mods. You guys, whether you're on Xbox, PC, it does not matter. You can play with me. Just give me your gamer tag or just add me. Send me a friend request on Xbox. My gamer tag is Brian Menard. And when I live stream, as long as you guys are sub to the channel, you guys will be notified. Come and join, hang out, guys, and we'll we'll play. So if you guys are really want to try your skills, come hang out. But other than that, guys, that's all I got for you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.